detective thrill me.
Thanks for joining us again. One of the listeners reached out, and I know this isn't really Christmas fair, and we have covered this film before, Jared. I believe it's rated the lowest of the Friday the 13th series. Is that not correct?
Among this circle,
And this
at least,
particular
probably.
circle of people. Ray reached out on Facebook and sort of mentioned to us, what would we cover as a commentary, which of the films, the Friday films. I mentioned 4 and 6 because they're my favourites, but also said 5 would be a good time.
One way to describe it.
Hence, here we are. So, before we get into a full commentary of Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, we're going to just quickly go around the grounds. Jared, mine was a very quick section. I finished Season 4 of Only Murders in the Building. We're starting to fall away.
Sag?
Yes. The first 2 seasons were really good. The third season was less so. The fourth one has been, again, less so. So I feel like maybe one more season in them and that'd probably do it. I watched The Fall Guy. Good stuff. Really enjoyed The Fall Guy. My wife surprisingly did not. She thought it was okay, but she was like, I don't know why you're so excited by it. Because I was like, this is good stuff. Like, you'll enjoy it. Nah, she was sort of like, a bit flat. You still see the holes in it. So it's a little too long. And the one particular character just sticks out like...
Yeah.
It's, just way over the top. And it sticks out from the get-go. But Ryan Gosling, great. Emily Blunt, really good. A lot of time for Aaron Taylor-Johnson. He nails it. Especially when we first see Tom Ryder's fragrance ad.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ. I was just like, you know what? It's spot on.
Yeah.
They're all like
good.
that. And the last one for me was, we got this recommended by my wife's dad. It was called On the Line. It had Mel Gibson in it. No, Mel. Mel. What's happened?
How did you take that afterwards? Did you get on the blower and start
No,
remonstrating
I didn't
about
remonstrate.
recommendations?
It had a good idea. The whole idea of like the talk radio guy trapped in his office by someone on the line telling him that he's wronged them and
Yep.
But then the end of it was just so ridiculous. Like the kind of the outcome was just, I was just like, I didn't expect it, but when it came, I was just like, this is so stupid. And then they kind of doubled up. I was like, oh, fuck, Mel. And Mel is just, he is awful.
Okay.
But yet he runs rings around the rest of the cast.
That's not a...
Not a recommend.
That's not a... that doesn't sound good.
And Mel's
bad, but he runs rings.
Rings, Jared.
Okay.
Mel could always be relied upon for that kind of like charming sort of, rogue. Mel's picking up paychecks, clearly. But yes, avoid it at all costs.
Right.
But that was it.
Okay. I spoke to you last time about being in the thick of the Missing in Action series.
Oh, yeah.
So I finished up 2 and 3.
Did you get to 4? Remember I told
the
you there was a 4?
elusive part 4 couldn't seem to find it anywhere, Adam. Don't know why.
Well, fly over to the US.
I did that. Flew to Canada while I was there. No, there's no Missing in Action 4.
Okay,
I've established that.
I've accepted that I got it mixed up with Death Wish 4.
Well, there was a Death Wish 5. So.
Was there? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I clearly got it.
You're getting your actors mixed up. You're getting
everything
this is like the time when we couldn't figure out which was Drive and which was can't remember the other one's name now.
Which was... Oh, Christ. They've both slipped my mind. That's how bad they both were.
That's how bad they are. Look, Missing in Action 2, I didn't mind. It was okay. Missing in Action 3, that bored me quite a bit. I think, we're starting off on shaky ground when it's a flashback, but Chuck looks significantly older than the last time we saw him. So that's not good.
Because Missing in Action 3 was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't that far, but yes, I think it was early 90s.
So it was
like
a good probably 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but he looks weathered. The war took its toll on him. I can only imagine.
Yeah. he aged forwards, we're going backwards. God, Chuck.
That's how much of a toll it took on him. He aged back in time. I watched Semi-Pro. I popped up on Semi-Pro.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, good laugh.
Yeah,
good comedy.
good laugh.
I watched a slasher called Detention, which had passed me by. I didn't know a lot about it, but it's got a little bit of, it's post sort of Scream. It was 2011, I think, or 2013.
Is that not that
like
fucking thing with Josh Hutcherson?
It is. Oh. And it was directed by old mate that did Talk.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I actually thought it was all right.
Oh,
it goes to very odd places.
Very odd.
But there's a few parts that I thought were on point and were funny. I mean, the dialogue, it starts to get obnoxious. Like, it's constant references and constantly trying to be super clever all the way through. But I didn't mind it. I actually thought it was.
Where'd you find it?
Certainly had something to offer. It was on one of my many trips.
Okay, so was it a Canadian trip or something?
Something like that.
I fucking hated that movie. Hated.
Yeah, I actually watched it.
I remember putting it on.
I actually watched it, and I did think about 20 minutes in, one of my thoughts was, Adam would fucking hate this.
I put it on because I was the stupid one who found it on like Apple TV or something.
Yeah.
Back in the days of iTunes.
Yep.
So I paid.
Yeah, good.
Put it on.
I only paid an airfare.
Everybody in our household watched it.
Mm.
And when I turned it off, you could have heard a pin drop. Nobody wanted to speak.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, that wasn't that great. And Caitlin was just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Look, there's story points that are clearly, again, trying to be really meta about the genre. And I think for some parts of it, they work.
I'm assuming they were trying to go for
similar
to what he did. It was trying to do with Talk, which was this kind of spoof type of angle.
But look, the funny thing is, like, you watch it now, and there's points in it that's something like Happy Death Day, or
it might have aged well.
Well, I think it just, like, personally, parts of the dialogue I think really did work. Parts of the characters really worked, but there's points that they've taken in movies like Happy Death Day and not Time Cut, the other one,
Totally Killer,
that
came from this sort
are
of thing.
probably better done there and done in more of a straight slasher fashion and done in a way where you can accept, because it's trying to be so clever and so smart. It kind of gets to this point where they throw one of these twists in, and it's too much for the story. It's just like, okay, well, now you're being too fucking out there, which I think is probably what hurts it. But I think overall, I actually thought there was a lot to like about it. Anyway, moving on. I watched Wicked. I went to the cinemas for my daughter's birthday. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I'd seen the musical and whatnot, so I was familiar with the story. But yeah, I was quite impressed with how they put it up there.
Okay.
Campfire Tales. I found Campfire Tales after having not seen this.
Is that
since
from the 90s?
Yes. Haven't seen it
James
since
Marsden?
then. Yep. Young James Marsden, Amy Smart, a couple of other people pop up in there.
How was it?
It was okay. Like, it's an anthology with stories that are very predictable.
Okay.
But it's reasonably well done. I went on to Dead Man's Curve, which I think was actually just called The Curve here, wasn't it?
Was that got Matthew Lillard in it?
Yes. Yeah, it
I
was one of
remember
the
that
two
being
movies.
all right.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And Lillard's excellent. Like, really good. So I think I recall it not being called Dead Man's Curve here, because there was another one at the same time of the same storyline, and they both had similar titles. So I think they changed this one to The Curve over here. But I think Dead Man's Curve is the other one that it's known by.
Yeah.
I liked it. That was a good one to drop back into, because I recalled not liking it. I remember watching it and thinking this was shit, but I think I was thinking about the other one because I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
So this is probably the big ticket on here, Adam. I came across Escape from Death Block 13 with the one and only Robert Bronzy.
Robert Bronzy. How was he? Had he become a better actor?
No.
No.
He had not, and he's using his accent again, which I've said a few times I got no problem with, but it really demystifies the whole, hey, we're making a Charles Bronson thing with a dude that looks like Charles Bronson. You need to get someone doing the voice to really
Sell it.
sell it.
Well, it also demystifies when you showed me that footage of him coming to see he had a visitor.
A visitor in
He
prison.
looked like he'd just stopped in for lunch.
Hello.
He's in fucking prison. Go on, Robert.
To see you, great to see your beautiful face.
Dear, oh dear.
Yeah, look, his acting's really bad. But, you know, the funny thing is, if you dub his voice, he can still pull off the Bronson. Because Bronson wasn't like an expressive...
No.
It wasn't his face. It was just his like kind of demeanour, and his voice gave a lot of it. So I think you could actually pull off a decent kind of Bronson knockoff film if you do the voice. You kind of have to. Because every time he comes on screen and then it's like, oh, he's an immigrant from Hungary and he uses his accent. As I've said, I can understand the man wanting to do that. He's done his own acting. I don't know where he's done his acting training, but he's done his own acting training.
Did you say he was in a Wild West show somewhere?
He was, yes, yeah, something like that. But the producer's got to come to him and say, listen, mate, this is an exploitation movie and we are exploiting the deceased Charles Bronson and we need you to sound like him, which you currently don't.
Him just awfully. We're doing it.
Yeah.
Exploiting this man's
so,
family.
Look, I'll give this one credit in that it knew what it was trying to go for.
Action.
It's trying to go for the action. It's trying to go for just one of those cheesy storylines. Unfortunately, it's got one of the stupidest storylines. Like, he gets sent to prison, and then it turns out there is a big drug organisation that are hiding their drug running by doing it through the prison. And I'm like, this makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Why don't we shine a light on it?
Yeah.
Put it in the fucking prison system.
Oh, it's fucking unbelievable. But, you know, when it's the punch-ons and stuff like that, that's another thing Bronzy struggles with. He struggled with the punch-ons and whatnot.
Jesus. So why is he in the business?
I don't. Well, we know why he's in the business because he looks like a guy that used to do this.
That is not a qualification.
Yeah, well, I think it is. But no, look.
Bronzploitation, is it?
Bronzploitation. I am still on board if they drop some of these things. But
we must see 12 to midnight.
We must.
And
but
we
I
must
still
cover
think
it here.
for as you know, as average as Death Kiss was, it's the only one that's gone. It's got to sound like Bronson.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll give them that. I couldn't recommend this one. It was a bit of a laugh. I had a bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
I got onto Dear Santa, which is a fucking really cool idea.
Jack Black?
Yeah, it's Jack Black with the dyslexic kid that writes the letter and addresses it to Satan.
Yeah.
Look, it's a funny idea. Unfortunately, doesn't pan out. Other than one notable scene that had me in stitches about a guy, you know, having some bowel issues.
Of course it relates to shit.
Of course it does. And funnily enough, the next one, Office Race, it was another comedy that I stumbled across that was about a guy who takes up running. And it's like, it's part of the, Joel McHale is his boss and he's he's the kind of guy that's walking in talking about, hey, everyone, you know, everyone's my family and all this sort of shit. Then casually dropping, did acquire 10K this morning and stuff like this. And so there becomes this kind of competitive element. It was average, but there was a couple of parts that had me laughing a lot. So I would say, you know, if you're a fan of comedy, you might get a few laughs out of that. More exploitation. I watched a Bruce-ploitation film. I watched Enter the Game of Death with Bruce Lee. L.E.
I prefer Bruce Liang.
Bruce Liang? What about Dragon Lee? I prefer Bruce Lee. L.I.
L.I.?
Yeah. I think he's one of the peak of the Bruce-ploitation
Good
performers.
God. There's fucking... They're all there.
They're all there. But look, when you get stuff like this, it's usually people that are saying, all right, you want a martial arts movie? It's going to be packed to the brim with martial arts. So that's the positive about it. Like, there's dead set. There's a scene at the start that I discovered afterwards was probably pulled from another movie just to stretch this out that makes zero sense, but it's a punch on. And then we move on, and Bolo Yong's in there as like the one of the big bads.
Who doesn't love Bolo Yong?
He's in it quite a bit, which is cool. And then the middle portion is actually they take the idea of Game of Death, and he's got to fight his way up this building, and it's fucking bonkers in a good way. There's one bloke that's got snakes. He's fucking throwing snakes at him and shit like that. That stuff was really cool. I mean, there's not a story to be found. Some of the martial arts things are a bit shaky, and they're kind of long, lengthy shots, but almost by necessity. It's like they just keep filming. So the fight, you get a shot that lasts for ages with a bunch of the fight in it, but sometimes that's to the detriment because doesn't look very good. Bit out of focus and shit like
fair
that.
enough.
But overall, it was pretty fun.
Okay.
And the last couple, Adam, I went back to Sometimes They Come Back.
Oh.
Because I recall this was a Stephen King one that for some reason really hit me when I was a kid.
The first one was all right.
Yeah, and then I watched it. The last time I watched it, I was really down on it. I recall talking to a mate at work about it and just being like, I used to love this, and it just was awful. I think I even let him, I think I had the DVD and I lent it to him, and I'm like, don't give it back. That's how down on it I was.
Ouch.
But there was a little bit of the spark this time. It's better than I recalled from the last time. It had a little more of what I liked as a kid.
It's got Tim Matheson in it.
Tim Matheson, Robbie Rustler.
Robbie Rustler pops up.
Is the lead greaser.
Yeah.
Which I'd actually forgotten about. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it this time around. It's kind of like an It light. Like it's got similar themes of going back to a painful memory. There's a death involved, like going back to the place. It's actually the same time span too. They said 27 years. And I'm like, it's the same time span as It. So, but it's got a bit more of that and focusing on the guy's sort of trauma and that sort of thing. Sadly, I jumped on Sometimes They Come Back again, and Sometimes They Come Back for more.
Oh.
Sometimes They Come Back again is bad, but you've got Hilary Swank, you've got Michael Gross, you've got Alexis Arquette.
Oh, okay.
You got like solid performers in there. It takes away all of that in a similar story and leans on fucking demons and shit, which is to its detriment.
Okay.
And then Sometimes They Come Back for more. Fuck, it's not even.
I actually recall it. Ice somewhere.
Yeah. I recall it on the shelves here as Ice Station Erebus.
Yeah.
And it's since been kind of repackaged. Well, it was always, I think in the States it was always Sometimes They Come Back for more, but it's since been repackaged here as Sometimes They Come Back for more.
Demons again?
Yeah, and it's fucking awful. It's so bad, and there's no reason for it to be that other than, oh, here's a fucking cheap film we can slap the title on and mention the names of other characters once. And it's, yeah, I was very down on it. And the very last one, Adam, I mentioned not long ago I was trying to fill some spots in the Carpenter resume. There were a few that I hadn't seen in a long time. Village of the Damned popped up.
Mm-hmm.
And I recalled really enjoying it. Again, sort of a Sometimes They Come Back situation where I saw it when I was a little younger and for some reason I just enjoyed it. Same goes this time around. It's not his upper tier work, but there's just something in there that is pretty strong about it. Like his direction early on is really cool. The situations early on sort of have you kind of wrapped up into what's all this going on. And it's good to see. It was cool to see Christopher Reeve because I hadn't watched a Christopher Reeve movie.
Is he the main star?
He's the main star in it. There's Kirstie Alley. There's Linda Kozlowski pops up as well.
Okay, so it's
Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's also in there briefly. It's actually a really strong cast. I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. Again, mid tier stuff, nowhere near his top level, but in that kind of back end in the 90s where he went off the boil a little bit.
Went fucking right off the boil.
A little bit off the boil. So I'm looking forward to watching Vampires again.
Oh,
dear. So yeah, that'll be next.
Ghosts of Mars?
I watched that not long ago.
Oh yeah, that was bad, correct?
Yeah. Again though, it's just got like there's parts of it where you watch it and you're like, fuck. But then there's other points where you're like, this is similar to his good work and there's flashes in here, but just not enough.
Yeah. Okay, that's everything?
That's everything.
All right, strap in. Let's press play here, Jared, on Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
And we're watching fresh off a DVD this time, so no ads on
no
Tubi
ads,
for
yes,
us.
no Tubi ads.
Thankfully.
So we're about to start. Now.
Paramount
logo to kick off. It's actually been a hot minute since I've seen this. So this will be worth my time, I would have thought. Again, amongst our circles, this film's considered the worst in the franchise.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's definitely up there.
All right, so we open with rainy night. Yeah, no, straight out of the gate, we find out that this is one Corey Feldman.
Which immediately reminds us of the good film that we're sort of backing up off here.
Well, looking at this, I would have been happy to start here. Do you know what I mean? With Corey Feldman back. Like, if that's how they had chosen to go with it. But clearly they were not able to get him for more than a day.
Clearly. Wasn't he starting in Tom McLaughlin's backyard?
I think so. Or it might have been done in...
Not Tom McLaughlin, sorry.
Might have been done in Feldman's backyard.
Yeah, probably. Possibly.
So he rocks up. Jason's been buried. Not well, mind you.
No, it's not. It's a shallow grave.
Guys, you've got to go 6 feet.
Shallow grave for a big body too.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even shallow. Like, it's fucking piled up dirt on top of
Yeah,
him.
that's definitely fucking just. We've laid him down. We've covered him with topsoil or something. Oh, there's a body line down here. Do you want to skip the topsoil? No, just put it over the top of him.
Should we put him in a box?
No, don't worry.
No, he's in a box. I believe he's in a box. Okay, so now we've got 2 other, let's just call them seat moisters, turning up to dig him up.
I don't know about this, Adam. I
know it's a dream, but fuck, I'm not digging this guy up.
I get teen pranks and I get running around doing silly things when you're young, but I never thought about digging anyone up. Ever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember contacting my mates and go, Sunday night, head down to the graveyard.
Yeah. Should we duck down to the cemetery? What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Good time. Bring your shovel. Just in case.
By the way,
wink.
You will need to get like a crew of 20 so we can actually dig the fucking thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this makes no sense. I know it's a dream, but fuck. None of this
even for a dream,
sense.
it doesn't make sense.
But the problem with this is it's kind of stupid. It's not even an interesting dream. You know, like we could have done something cool with it.
Yeah.
Even if it was something like Tommy being back at the house where the part 4 was set and Jason suddenly reappearing.
Yeah, well, wouldn't that make sense of him dreaming like? Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have been more. I think same as you. I think it would have been. I get the kind of theme that we're sort of seeding the little theme here that Jason's not dead. But I reckon we could have done that with Jason and the old location.
Yeah. And
obviously, we're expanding the budget there, thinking about sneaking back to old locations. And
yeah,
things.
exactly. This one kind of looks a bit cheap.
Yeah.
Machete to the stomach, and then what's the other bit? Like a fucking, what is it?
Looks like a bloody
ice pick or something. Ice pick. Come on.
Yeah.
And who left them in his fucking casket?
Yeah, exactly. Come on. People, like, if he's come to life previously, let's not give him anything to work with when he does again.
He twisted a bloke's fucking head off with... he doesn't need any weapons.
Yeah. Last time this guy, gave us problems, he was doing damage with things like corkscrews. So don't leave the fucking machete in the box with him.
No, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and please, people out there correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's something mentioned in Crystal Lake Memories that they had a different opening written, which was Jason getting up off the morgue table and chasing Tommy.
That sounds equally as good. I think, like you said, though, it would have been fun to go back to the sort of similar location. And
well, it would have been a touch point too. It touched us back to 4.
Yeah.
There is not, Jared, there is not a shred of like suspense here.
No.
Like, there's not. Hang on. Tommy's now 10 years old.
Fuck. Well, Tommy's 45.
He's got a fucking 5-day growth. Didn't we surmise that it was like 3 years later? So this is taking place in 1988.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, old mate, just casually reading smut. I tell you, look, I've got a simple test as to whether someone's half decent as a person or not. Do they read smut in public? I mean, I don't care if you do it in your own time, but in the front seat of a car, you're flicking through smut where everyone can just,
But you're also wearing a Unger Institute of Mental Health polo shirt.
Yeah, correct. I came across a bloke in an airport doing that once.
What,
I immediately knew to stay away.
You said, give us a look.
Yeah. Can you just go back to that page?
Yeah. When you're finished with that, can you hand it over here? Yeah. That guy, I mean, talk about broad strokes character-wise. That guy.
Yeah.
He's fucking reading smut on the job. He's fucking looking at staff and ladies going, like this, and then his last piece of work is to snort coke.
That's the definition of broad strokes, isn't it?
What's my motivation? You are a fucking scumbag.
Yeah. But it's funny, like the director's kind of driving that process. But then from what he puts on screen, I get the sense that that's kind of what he's like.
Yeah, he would have brought the smut.
Yeah.
He brought the smut to set.
Yeah. He's like, cut. What are you doing with my magazine there? You put that back where it was.
How many times have I told you not to go through my fucking smut collection?
I said, read the script, pick that up, don't pick anything else up that's on my desk. That's mine. You've decided to just fucking bring it onto set. I'm very upset about that.
Yeah. Don't go rifling through my drawers ever again.
So where do we rank the Tommies? Where do you kind of rank them? This one's down the bottom.
I'm a Tom Matthews guy.
Yeah.
Tom Matthews is the best one.
I believe it's Tom.
Is it Tom?
I think it's Tom. He just he spells it Thom.
Thom.
Tom Thumb.
Yeah, Tom. Don't put a H in there, mate. I won't call you Thom.
Dear.
But there's a H in there, so Thom.
Yeah.
Thom is the best one. Feldman is second, and John Shepherd is third. Not that Shepherd's that bad. I actually think he's not
all
too
right.
bad.
He's all right.
It's
But
just he's got fuck all to do.
Yeah, and the kind of story points in this one are even more ludicrous than the other ones. I mean, this has got the worst kind of and least believable story points. Less believable than a film where we bring him back to life.
He's just driven past a guy on a fucking grader.
Hostile.
This is a mental health institute.
Yeah.
And the fucking angry guy is on a grader and chopping wood.
Yeah. You shouldn't be on there. You shouldn't be letting him be on there.
He should be fucking locked in his room.
Yeah. He demonstrates hostile and sometimes violent tendencies. What should we have him on the roster this week? He can drive the grader. Just give him the axe too. We might be a little light on wood, so he can take that too.
Look, I gave it to Joey, but he made a fucking
Who's
meal
doing
of
the
it.
roster? It's this guy, and he's got smut to read, so he's kind of... Yeah. Gold.
Yep. And then out comes Pam, our heroine for this particular picture.
Mm.
I'm the assistant director. Did you put the axe in that fucking guy's head? Because you know what? There's a royal commission.
This is where she gives the Udo Kier defence and goes, I cannot be responsible for everything that happens here. Well, by definition of your job, you sort of are, aren't you?
No, I'm assistant director.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Udo's the director. I mean, dude. Again.
The fucking guy, the Unger guy, is the guy who's driving the fucking truck is an absolute scumbag.
Yeah.
But again, nothing new in this film.
No.
Like, this film is full of smut. Like, there's no doubt about it. This is the most sort of grimy one of the lot, in my opinion. Here's the director. This is the guy to blame.
Yeah.
But I mean, after fucking the guy axes that bloke in the back, surely this place gets shut down.
Surely.
Like, you know, You don't leave them out here.
Somebody comes to check on their free range sort of free range, people wandering wherever they please with no supervision kind of.
This isn't a chicken farm. It's a fucking mental health place.
Correct.
Right? So free range isn't really on the cards.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, let them go outside, but isn't someone on duty? Someone supervising?
I don't see any other staff apart from these two and the cook.
We don't have any guards here. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. And nobody's going to help you with your mental health treatment. We just sit in the office and do fuck all.
Are you on any medications? We're not giving you to you.
It's an honour system, but it's filled with people that are struggling to work in a society that's kind of an honour system.
Daddy fucking Steinman didn't know anything about mental health, did he?
No, I don't think so. I mean, sure, there's different ways of treating, but someone's got to be checking up and helping, don't they?
Well, Vic is not in this program.
No.
No, you don't put Vic in this program.
No.
Vic's in, like, the fucking place in Cuckoo's Nest.
Jesus.
Well, Vic's under supervision, Jared.
Yeah.
Severe trauma at age 12, brutal self-defense murder of a psychopathic killer.
Sounds like the perfect candidate to have nobody checking up on him. He's had every therapy we can think of, every drug under the sun. So now we're just washing our hands. We're going to pretend he's being looked after.
I like the diagnosis. Brutal self-defense murder of a psychopathic killer. That sounds fucking legit. Okay, so he's he's in his room now, Tommy. He's emotional. He's got a photo of his mum and sister.
Sullen would be one way to describe him.
Where's his sister, too? There's never a mention of Trish. He's got a knife.
That's good. That's exactly what you want somebody to have. I mean, Vic won't get his hands on that.
But the thing is, Vic doesn't need to.
No,
He's got bigger things to offer.
He's already been given larger blades by the staff.
You know what, though? It was the job of the guy driving the van to pat him down, but he was too busy reading the fucking centre section.
Oh, he was patting other stuff while he was doing it.
He was patting himself down.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Good
on.
scare.
You can't be scared of that, you cat. Reggie the Reckless.
You scared of spiders? Oh, my God. Reggie.
You scared of rubber spiders on strings? Reggie, look, don't tell.
Once again, whoever's kind of checking up on this facility is like, so you allow staff, it's fucking bring your child to work day every day, allowing them around people who have, had violent episodes and whatnot. Pinehurst is it's a top shelf facility when it comes to the treatment.
Where's
Pinehurst?
Which one's Pinehurst?
This one, isn't it?
It's at Pinehurst, is it?
Yeah.
Well, why it's got Unger Institute on the front, on the side of the van?
I thought he just said Pinehurst when they were sitting down.
Oh, maybe it is.
I'm pretty sure this is Pinehurst.
It's good to see Tom Savini's in here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Tom, can you come back and do it? No, but here's a couple of masks. You can use them. Feel free to.
Yeah, Tom read the script and went, fuck.
Yeah.
What in the world is this shit? Yeah, look, poor old John Shepherd gets nothing. He doesn't get to talk either. So he never gets to sort of open up. Like this, I mean, I know it's a Friday the 13th movie where 20 people are viciously murdered, Jared, so it wasn't really enough time to explain how Tommy...
Did Reggie just say, so you're the new nut? Good.
I'm just visiting. Why?
Ah, yes, of course.
Here we go, my favourite characters. They're about to turn up.
Ugh, good Lord.
You can tell Vic's hostile there.
I mean, he's been hostile from the get-go.
And we've got the police bringing back our nymphomaniacs. God almighty. Again, broad strokes, Daddy. Broad. It's as fucking broad as they get. It's like we talked about. I mean, you've got neighbours, Jared. There should be fences.
Yeah, there should be fences, and I can understand why the neighbours are upset if every time they go to get their newspaper in the morning, somebody's fucking on the front lawn having sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that sounds like what's happening here.
And also, as it turns out later, other people are in the bushes watching that. Fuck. And look, this is where this movie really does fall down, doesn't it? We've just got a multitude of characters there who would get maybe 3 or 4 minutes of screen time total.
Yeah.
They get absolutely nothing.
Ethel didn't say it.
Ethel didn't see it, but yet she did. Here she comes.
Fucking
With
Ethel.
Junior. I mean, it's got. This is one of my favourite lines, though. It's got one of my favourite lines here.
Yeah.
I like the way he's, morning, Ethel. Don't you look lovely? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, Ethel. Have a shower.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
one.
They. I don't think they change their clothes in the entire film.
No.
Yeah. Tells him to shut
That's
the
the best
fuck
thing
up.
Ethel does.
Yeah. She calls him a dildo later, which is also quite humorous.
True.
Again.
Look, there's no. I'm in no danger of going anywhere near Ethel's farm because I don't want to catch anything.
Oh. I mean, that whole place, they show it very briefly, but it's just a shack. It's as bad as Jason's fucking shack.
It is. Jason's he's living a higher standard.
Well, he's got a toilet.
Yeah, it appears that Ethel shits in her clothes.
Yeah, either that or just on the ground.
You're telling me she's got a drop in the backyard.
Yeah, he's got a drop down here. I mean, this guy, this is all we ever see of him.
Yeah,
He is the fucking guy who runs the place.
yeah. Yeah, Matt. Yeah. We'll try to make an effort to keep everyone
Look,
together.
mate, we'll do our best.
And
But
then he calls up Pam. Time for us to go back in the office. You guys do whatever the fuck you want.
Look, mate, we're trying to run a program here. Yeah, look, what are they doing today? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are they all? I don't know.
Can you do a head count for me? Well, no.
Here we go. Vic.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
is
nobody's-
he actually chopping any wood, or is he just
He's just fucking. Look at him. He's just he's just getting some stuff out at him.
Oh,
and then there's
here we
nobody
go.
there to say to this fella, hey, just give Vic some space. Don't go to talk to him.
Look at Vic. He looks fucking angry.
Yeah.
Don't talk to Vic. I mean, they try and go. I mean, this performance is just the worst, is it not?
Well, I recall reading his efforts in Crystal Lake Memory about how he got cast because of his nuanced portrayal of. I'm like, mate, you need to watch your own work because that's the furthest thing I would call this.
See, these girls should have been saying, "Listen, Joey, go away."
Don't talk, Joey.
Don't
Don't
talk
talk to Vic.
Vic's on the edge at the moment. Vic's on the edge. Okay, you only got to look at him. He looks fucking angry.
Yeah.
He looks aggressive. Oh, Joey. I mean, Jesus. Do you want a chocolate bar?
I mean, you can see the nuance in that
I know.
30 seconds.
Do you want a chocolate bar?
Piss off.
Ah.
Joey. Shit.
I mean, Joey, were you on the roster to hang this shit up? Because if you weren't, don't touch it. Everybody else has got jobs. You can go inside.
Yeah.
Oh, wanders over to Vic. I mean, I know that what they have is these two kind of getting the shits with him, so he'll go away and talk to Vic.
Yeah.
Why has Vic got something tied around his ankle? It must have been the 80s. And what's that stupid looking thing on his arm? It's like a fucking studded
Left over
bracelet.
from the leftover from the Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of that. I'm going to help you with the wood today. He's not doing anything with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, look, mate, I am just taking out my aggression on this chunk of wood. I do not need any help with that.
Look, what Vic should have said is, I know he told him to leave me alone, but he said it in such an aggressive fashion. He should have just said, listen, Joey, now's not really the right time. I'm going through something right now. Okay? Give me the chocolate bar, though. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'll take a chocolate bar.
I'll take a chocolate bar, but yeah, you can fuck off. I mean, this is just the worst. This is the whole thing where we're trying to set up some character or something. Yeah. We're trying to move the plot forward with this device.
But again, mate, broad strokes. Like, all you got to do is look at these two people and say, they're vastly different needs being addressed here. I don't think they're in the next room to each other. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Who's checking up on these guys? Because fuck me. You've got two people with different requirements.
Correct.
Mentally and, medication-wise.
Well, Vic needs to be fucking sedated heavily.
Oh, Vic!
Oh, God. Yeah, funnily enough,
everyone goes,
old mates in there, funnily enough, the people in charge are looking out the office window going, oh, shit.
Oh, Vic's finally snapped.
Oh, dear.
This is one of my... Oh, no, it's not this bit. Yeah, this bit is not good.
And obviously, we're going to have to start to broach spoilers because we cannot not talk about some of the shit that's going on here.
Sure.
We have to.
For sure.
Oh, fucking hell. Get a plastic sheet. Shit.
Put a fucking thing around it so no one can see it. Oh.
I love how they're just standing next to it, having a chat.
Yeah, what was going on? Well, I accidentally gave Vic the axe today. I probably shouldn't have.
As far as I know, there's no immediate family.
Took off somewhere, I guess. You talking about me, Sheriff?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no, not you, Roy. Off you go.
He was a good kid. And if only we'd had someone supervising him.
Wait, everybody's there.
Yeah.
And, fucking, we pulled back the...
Sorry. I mean, that is just...
We've got a mental health facility where we've got a kid in there where they say trauma at 12 years of age.
And he's learnt the nuance in his performance from his on-screen...
Yeah, he's
on-screen
father.
Come on, Roy. Get your hands dirty. Look at the expression. I mean, I cannot believe that the first time I watched this, I was just... I was so kind of off the... I wasn't looking for any of this. I was just thinking Jason. So... this stuff just kind of passed me by.
Roy,
and then the very next time,
he sticks out like dog's balls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here we go, the greasers.
He's the guy that wipes his ass with his socks.
I think so. I mean, this guy is just... Excuse me. Jesus. This guy is the worst. This dude in the car. Yeah. We've got two greasers. They look like they're from, the 50s.
Yep.
Because they're wearing, leather jackets and fucking rolled-up jeans and Chuck Taylors.
Yeah. Terrible.
Scared of the dark and all creeped out by the murder at the nut house. Everyone's pretty...
Everyone's they're very supportive.
Caring.
Supportive of the efforts to, work on mental health in the community.
Oh, yeah, it was 85. Shit. I mean, you won't get anywhere there.
No.
Okay, get this done by the time I get back. I've got to take a crap. Of course you do. Look, Jared, 90% of the time I don't crap in the bushes. Only if I have to.
No. Only if you're desperate. And at the moment, he doesn't look desperate enough to me.
No, to me, he's got to be waddling.
Yeah. There's got to be some level of sort of clench happening.
Yeah, he's clenched up. He's like, I got to go take a crap. Get it fixed, for fuck's sake. Have you got any toilet paper? I'll wing it. And look, again, I'm coming back to, there's absolutely no suspense. There's no, the director uses he uses broad strokes in direction as well. There's just nothing there. This is the thing, Jared. The two films that bookend this one both have really clear kind of looks about them. Like they're directed a certain way, and they've a bit of effort's gone into that. This guy has clearly done nothing of that type. I mean, you'd surely be able to see him. I know it's a flare, but you'd still be able to see the bloke.
Of course.
And you know it's not Vinny. Or Pete.
Savini, sorely missed.
Yeah, correct. This guy has gone and dropped a deuce in the woods and has come back looking fresh as a daisy. He has never... I mean, his buddy's fucking dead.
Yeah,
like, you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's... You haven't cleaned yourself. I still can't get past that.
Yeah. I mean, what a performance to give.
Look at him. He's got him squishing around on the seat too. You're fucking rubbing it all over the place, you dirty bugger.
He's scatting.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, Savini's sorely missed. Some of the special effects are okay. Some of them are shocking. We come back to Tommy looking all sort of sweaty and just sitting. See, Tommy doesn't have any chores to do. How's he going to, like, Jared, coming back to this place's sort of mantra about how to do things. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. Yeah. You don't do it. So how do you get better?
Well, this is the thing. I'm sure there's some sort of... There doesn't seem to be any treatment here.
Yeah, what's the treatment?
And if you don't have to do anything, if I was bloody Pam or the other bloke, I'd be sitting out there going, oh, fuck, no one's done the dishes again and blow it up. My calm would be non-existent.
Oh, I'd be needing to go to a facility.
Needing a facility.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, making Tommy non-verbal really kind of... It makes you rely on more of this sort of stuff. And as you said, if the director's not doing that stuff very well...
Which he's not.
It makes it hard for old mate to sort of give us much with Tommy.
Yeah. So he's kind of like he's just kind of he's a secondary character, Tommy.
Yeah.
He's not really a key character in the film.
Yep.
Pam is key.
Yep.
I mean, Reggie.
I said, we'll see, Reggie. Gramps, I need to talk to you. Reggie cannot be here.
Yeah.
We've just had a murder
on
the grounds.
Gramps, I've told you fucking repeatedly that Reggie's not allowed to stay here. This is not a boarding house.
Yeah. He's eating out of our budget.
Yeah. I can't afford medication. or guards or, fencing.
Yeah. Even a picket. I can't even get a picket fence.
Well, put up fucking bollards. Give us a fence line.
Yeah. Just give us a visual. Paint a line on the ground just so we know where.
And again, nobody knows what any of these people have got.
No. Well, I guess the way that they're portraying this, it doesn't fucking matter. They don't care. They're not worried about that. It's not anything to do with the story other than here's a number of people that Jason can kill.
You set too many places. You can't set a place for a dead person.
That's all right. Reggie's here. He'll eat it.
Well, you would surely if you set a place for Joey, you also set one for Vic. So you actually got two places. I think. Fucking 12 hours ago, Vic was part of the group.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Yeah, good question.
You should know. You really should know. You should be kind of leading what's going on.
That
here.
is not a question you should be asking. You should be saying, I know what's going on. I know everything. I knew Vic was violent. I knew he was about to snap. And you know what? I shouldn't have been in my office.
It's not easy for any of us. I've got the Department of Health breathing down my neck, saying I'm derelict in my duties.
Someone in the Department of Health had the temerity to say that this wasn't a legitimate place. And again, Tommy, because Tommy never opens up. There's no arc.
No, that's what I mean. Like it's difficult with him being like essentially not verbal for most of the movie.
But this is one of the issues with punching one out every year.
Yeah.
Is it surely
you don't have time to say, oh, we're going to take a bit of a swing. This character's not going to talk much. To then fucking read that, you don't have long enough to read the script and say,
but
that's
also,
not going to work.
Frank Mancuso Jr. would have, is savvy enough to be going, well, there's no character development here. We need something. Like something.
Yeah.
Even part 4, like, which you would not call a great. Oh, fuck.
Tell you what, fuck, Tommy will get a contract in WWF.
He looked like he was pretty good.
WCW at minimum at this time.
Oh, easy. I mean, if Goldberg was fucking squashing people left and right, this guy's going to be all right. Again, he's just a violent thug.
Okay, so 2 days. In 2 days, we've had a fight and we've had a murder. I think we need to check up on how things are going around here and how they're operating.
Oh, God. We're back at the house of Ethel. Still hasn't changed clothes.
No. I mean, look at it. It's the fucking house from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, close. At least close. I mean, I noticed it. There's some fresh bananas there, but on the table.
Slop. Self-awareness. At least she knows her cooking's fucking gross.
I mean, there's plenty of fresh fruit around the place. Look.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll just cook up a slop.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hang on. Here we go.
We'll take the fresh fruit and then we'll sully it with this fucking filth in my kitchen.
What's Junior eating?
Slop.
Oh, here we go. We've got a drifter. A drifter who goes, look, I'm looking for a meal. Yeah, clean the shit house out. Clean the hen house out.
I'd say, here, take this and leave. Take the slop and leave.
Yeah. Clean the shit out of the chicken coop and then I'll fill your belly. Why don't you use Junior for that? And tell this guy to fucking get on his way.
At least this guy's got an excuse for not being washed up.
Yeah, I mean, he's been wandering through the foothills of Crystal Lake fucking non-stop.
One fucking ugly man.
Jesus, come on. This is the lowest ebb.
This
is the kind of shit where you are just pulling characters together to kill them.
Yeah. And I'd like to think someone thought, oh, well, this is going to get a bit of a laugh. That's about all we're getting.
I want every part of this area combed thoroughly. Bring back anything you find. They bring back a turd from last night.
Yeah. We've got a turd and a dirty pair of socks. You reckon that'll...
Here we go, Roy. You talking to me, man?
Hey, I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, no, Roy. Just go ahead.
Yeah, just go ahead and...
Roy's loving life.
Just go ahead and take your latest kill and dump it back in the... Something back in the wagon.
What I love about it, he's got a fucking smile on his face, he's bringing his step as he scoops a fucking body up.
Yesterday he was devastated about the death of his long lost son, and then today he's fucking, I've killed a couple of people, so I'm on top of the world.
Roy, you were a deadbeat, motherfucker. Don't worry. Like, you wouldn't have even known who Joey was. Here we go. Old mate's back. The guy who was driving the van.
Yep.
He's doing donuts. I haven't done these in ages.
I haven't done them in a while. He's probably accidentally left his stick bag on top of the car, so he'll discover later that was a stupid idea.
This is just... Lana!
Didn't it come out in Crystal Lake Memories that this guy was highly coked up?
No, it wasn't him. Wasn't him. He said that others were on the coke.
I think he might have been indulging himself.
Oh, yeah. Well, put it this way. He's deflecting because he's in Crystal Lake Memories, he's saying that Danny Steinman was on the coke and a few others were on the coke.
I'm positive I read somewhere that this guy, somebody somewhere mentioned that he was probably sniffing around. He was probably chipping away at it as well.
Oh, for sure. Look at him. This guy does nothing. Like... Where's the stage direction? That's all he fucking does, and then he gets his head fucking caved in with an axe. Vic would have been proud of it.
Yeah. He's one of the more memorable.
And here we go.
Righto, Daddy. Thank you. Just got to
It's showtime.
got to show characters flashing themselves.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen a tit since old mate was reading smut at the start of the movie, so it's showtime.
See, there you go. I mean, he's pretending, but he's not really pretending. I guess is
Why
what I'm
is he talking to himself?
Because he's actually high, Adam. That's why.
He's going, I tell you what, maybe we should take the car apart. Put it all back together.
Oh, dear.
And then he snorts a line and he goes, I'm going to go run 10K.
Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna crank out a couple of sets of burpees while I'm waiting.
Yeah. While I'm waiting for Lana to turn up. Fucking hell. This, we've just seen back-to-back sequences where characters have just done nothing.
Yeah, and spoken to themselves. I mean, it's pushing Buster Rhymes in Halloween Resurrection for talking to themselves.
You had a problem with Buster talking about
Buster
Kung Fu
talked
movies.
a lot, but he was talking to himself, and then he was like, remember when he opened the door?
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Who's that? And all this sort of stuff. I'm like, dude, someone tell him to stop commentating his own sort of existence.
Performance. See, she's talking to herself. Old mate's talking to himself in the car. And again,
yeah, but he's talking about 3 times as fast as her.
No, he's fucking babbling. He's in the car babbling like an idiot. He's slapping the steering wheel. He's like fucking. As you said, he's punched out burpees for fucking days.
Yeah. He's just cracked out. 20 burpees, 100 push-ups. Jumped back in the car and started tapping. Alana!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right in the bald spot. If he hit him anywhere else, it would have bounced off.
Oh, man, he gets cleaned up, doesn't he? He gets fucking cleaned up. Why did it take her so long to put the cat out?
I don't know.
What's his name again? Billy.
Where is he? Oh, he must have gone on another one of his spontaneous 5Ks.
She'll be like, he'll be back in 25 to 30 minutes.
No, he's got more energy than that. He'll be back in 15.
She sees the coke all over the car and goes, oh, yeah, that's right. He's running a half
Running
marathon.
it off.
And then again, she's talking to herself like, fuck, this sequence has not had 2 characters speak to each other. Except for when she first came out.
Yeah, they're speaking at each other.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Screaming, speaking at each other, talking to themselves in vehicles or in the bathroom. Oh, man. Okay. So she cops I mean, I do like the double-edged axe.
Yeah.
I do like that. It's a different look.
Yeah. I wouldn't say the kills are
Yeah, they're certainly not exceptionally interesting.
well done. Obviously, they've been kind of cut a little bit too.
A little bit.
They're not showing some of the impact. There was the one where they zoomed in when the neck was getting cut and stuff like that. So it seems like they've had to trim, perhaps.
But fuck, look at how much they got away with in 4.
Are they Ethel's chickens?
They might be. Is Ethel that close?
I hope not.
Is that a fence? I've just noticed that.
If it is, it was made by the people at Pinehurst.
Exactly. He sees Jason again, and that's the thing.
That's all he does.
All he ever does is sees Jason. And again, I feel like this is the most the one that's just the most of the most cash, the one that cashes in the most. It's just cashing in on the Friday the 13th brand.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's the most kind of... It's the one that falls mostly into exploitation movie making, I think.
Yeah. Cheap, made for $2.5 million, made like fucking 25, so, you're making good bang for your buck on it.
Because the Friday ones were always probably Friday, Halloween, all that sort of stuff. It's kind of high gloss exploitation movie making.
Yeah.
But you can still fit a story in there somewhere. If you want to, you can try to make a character.
Well, part 4, part 6, even to some, part 2, all of them have at least added something. You had a couple of characters who were kind of fleshed out a bit.
Or work with the mythology a little bit, or, try to work something with Jason in that regard.
Yeah. He's nothing but a handful of ash. No one knows where the fuck his body is.
You can pick that up.
Yeah. Go get the fucking the Dyson and come back and clean that up. What's this guy doing? Having a snooze.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about snoozing on the job.
Yeah, there's no... All the dialogue's bad, like... Here we go. This is the nymphomaniacs.
Again, yes, the nymphomaniacs that are getting treated alongside the...
psychopaths.
And
the anger management people. And the fucking guy who stutters.
we treat them all in the same facility by...
What do we
really
do? Nothing.
We take the approach of, it'll sort itself out.
Yeah. Look, if you give them a lot of room...
it'll sort itself out. Don't you worry.
Here we go. These two off down in the lake for a quick shag. We've learned nothing about these people. We know that her name is Tina.
Look, I see
What's his name?
I see that environment. I don't want to remove my clothing. There's going to be a twig up my clacker before I know it.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that.
If she says you on your back, I'm like, I can't. I can't. We're going to have to just go back. But she's brought a sheet with her.
Oh, good.
Or a blanket of some
That's
kind.
all you need.
That doesn't stop rocks.
That's right.
Getting up your ass. And again, this is so... And this would have been chopped up to the max. Like, there'd been a heap of... Judging by what Crystal Lake Memory says, he's got weed.
Well, that's all right. It's good stuff.
At the minimum, if I can't get the job done, I can get fucking baked.
Yeah. Where'd you get this? Oh, Billy gave it to me.
Yeah. Oh, the dude who drives the van for the Institute. He also offered me a baggie of Coke, but he then ran off and did 40 push-ups. Yeah, like...
Yeah, I was trying to continue to purchase with a bag of Coke, but he wouldn't stop doing fucking star jumps in front of me, so I just had to take a weed.
Old mate has dropped his fucking duties for cleaning out the shit house and start...
That's not the chicken
eyeballing
shed, mate.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to do that. You were going to have a meal.
I said clean the fucking chook shed out, not watch people root. But yeah, this would have been chopped up.
Oh, come on, Danny.
Did he just go like this?
He just licked his lips and go, Jesus.
Oh. This would have been chopped up, so clearly it's... I mean, even the guy in the scene in Crystal Lake Memories DVD says, "God, it's the quickest fucking sex ever had." He says, "You gotta go wash up."
Yeah.
He's like, "What?" And that's correct. That is fair.
Yeah.
To say, well, I mean, nothing really went on.
No.
We'll start with seed. And look, I'm getting my gear back on and getting the fuck straight
I'm not
away.
fucking laying.
Like, I'm not laying around.
I mean, we didn't really finish the job, did we? There's no kind of satisfied sort of lay back.
No one looks happy. no one's picked up the doobie.
It's shame and embarrassment after the 15 seconds of love making. I'm just going to put my clothes back on and head back to the house. What about you?
Things didn't go the way I planned. But put your clothes back on. I'm going to go and wash up. And she goes, wash up from what? I'm going to wash up. Just go, you head back. You head back.
Yeah.
This one was quite nasty.
Yes.
I do like this one. The pair of shears through the eyes cuts the bone of the nose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And this death would have been cool if it didn't have such a ridiculous, how he gets the fucking thing around the guy's eyeballs.
It's just like, it's almost like a whip cracking, isn't it?
And I believe it's also he's twisting one way and then twisting the other in another shot.
Yeah, okay.
It's really badly done. I mean, this guy would have been told to improv.
Yeah.
Just fucking walk around and do something.
I mean, why are we wasting time with these like shots of him wandering anywhere?
There would have been blood.
Show him getting there.
There'd have been fucking blood everywhere. Like she would have been blood everywhere.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you're sleeping? There's a small amount of blood.
A small amount on one side.
I mean, this is kind of, that is kind of pretty cool.
Yeah, the effects look pretty good there.
You've got to know which tree he goes to as well.
Yeah.
Again, it's quite nasty.
Yep.
And in a second, he's twisting it the other way.
Yeah, right.
Do one, fellas. Yeah, it's kind of nasty. It's a good. It was a good, probably the most interesting kill of the lot.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is where
why are they taking Reggie anywhere?
Well, Demon.
I know, but that's not Pam's responsibility. That's Grandpa's.
Yeah, why?
Listen, we have Reggie here all day. We feed him. We're doing everything. This is a place of work. You can take him.
And look at this. Look at this. So we've had a murder, a punch-up, and now we've got 2 people missing. And Pam's taken Reggie to see Demon? I mean, that doesn't make sense, Jared.
No.
It doesn't.
Pinehurst is a shambles.
It is in shambles. I want to see the books.
Yeah.
Is this a scam? I think it's like it's a money laundering fucking place. No
They're
doubt.
collecting
They're collecting cash from the government.
Every person that comes through, they collect some cash. What's for lunch today? Oh, it's fucking Devon sandwiches.
Yeah, I bought a kilo of it just recently.
Why don't we have real food? Well, we can't afford that.
It's like one of those hell camps.
Yeah. We'll take your money, and then we'll cut corners everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would Tommy want to go? Like, that's why part 6 works. We reintroduce Tommy as having been released.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So he's got a history of mental health problems. So it makes it more intriguing, and the police don't believe him when he says Jason's back because his history is murky.
Yeah.
I like this. We cut to them driving with some tense music playing. We turn a couple of corners and shit. I don't understand this.
Well, we just know that you're from Pinehurst. You're probably in danger at some point. There's no one checking up.
Well, why couldn't we just go to the fucking trailer park? We don't need
it's
those
a waste
shots.
of time. It's the same as the dude walking back from the wash up, swinging a stick around, and I mean, I have been kind of open with my dislike of a lot of this movie, but fuck, I would take it in a heartbeat all over again. Just have Demon.
Oh, Demon is just Demon. You know what? He gets rid of a lot of the issues, in my opinion.
Brings a few of his own, but
he does. Yeah. And the way he treats his girlfriend.
He's shocking. But I do love to relive. I do love to relive some of this stuff.
Look at that! Let your soul glow. Yeah, 85. Miguel Nunez was absolutely killing it in the clubs with that on
look at it.
character. One
Enchilada?
earring. Yeah, do you want where'd you get those bad rings from? Out of one of those fucking boxes, that you put a coin in and twist.
Yep. I'm still waiting on that demon action figure. Anyone that puts one together, I'll be first
straight
in line.
there. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Reggie, come on.
Reggie, stop. Reggie, you're a child.
Yeah, I want you to meet someone. Pam. Pam's unemployed, but she's masquerading as the assistant director of a mental health.
Pam said she was an assistant director of some fucking mental health place. But I just know it as a joint where I eat for free and my grandfather works. And again, Tommy has said, fuck all. We're out in a trailer park. He said nothing. All he does is look up at that sign and punch the living daylights out of
egg roll, slice of
pizza.
I love
cheese,
it.
Cheese and sausage.
Oh, have you got an esky?
Yeah. I like the fact that he offers Pam cheese and sausage.
Yeah.
What's he giving him there?
One of the rings.
Oh,
one of the rings that he got from a vending machine.
Well, I could, if I squeeze it, it'll fucking...
Yeah, if you leave it on your finger too long, it'll fucking start itching and you'll have a rash.
Yeah. Cost me fucking $2.50 down at the pier.
Oh, man.
See, again, we keep coming back. This movie's halfway through at least, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
it's getting there.
All he has done is have, like, weird thoughts of Jason.
The neon's triggering him, something heavy for some reason. Oh, God.
Why is Junior fucking driving around like this? There's see, Junior should have been living in the trailer park. That would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I scared you, didn't I? I scared you. Fucking Junior, are you dumb or something? Dude, look
man.
who's talking. Does that truck have the loony bin written on it?
Yeah, I think that was it on the side there.
Loony bin.
God.
Are you hearing me? You fucking hearing me, boy?
Oh, man. Junior,
listen, put your guard up. For fuck's sake. Guard up, mate.
I like that particular move.
I'm not sure,
the kick that you come in with such force that you land on your ass after it.
Yeah.
Not sure that's the where you want to be.
He really does beat the shit out of it.
beat the shit out of it. But Junior, I mean, fuck. Get yourself to a self-defense class.
Or stop being a fucking arsehole, riding around being an arsehole, because, you know what?
Stop deciding that it's time to beat someone up when you discover they're from the loony bin, as you say.
He's from the loony bin. I mean, that was a pretty quick catch-up.
Thanks for the dinner. No thanks for the dinner. You have salmonella now.
Yeah. Well, Demon's got salmonella. Well, why does Demon not say so? Well, he does. The enchiladas. I mean, fuck.
Damn enchiladas. Yeah, you know it. But
This
you're
is
not
my
doing
favourite
anything
bit.
to fix the
This
problem.
is my favourite bit, when she hands that to him and he goes, oh. He ducks.
Enchiladas. Love it.
He flinches.
See that sort of run?
See,
That's someone I believe needs to go to the
Miguel
crapper.
Nunez, mate. That's improv.
Yeah, exactly.
Improv. I need that.
Either that.
You can't do go, ah.
It's either that or the leather strides were just a little bit too tight, so he couldn't get into
Possibly. It's not a good looking toilet.
It's not a good toilet, no.
Although the
Hell
bog roll
no.
looks fresh.
Yeah.
No,
2-ply at least.
minimum.
Stop it.
Like, again, Miguel Nunez has got absolutely nothing to work with here. And what sort of fucking script basically gives you this?
I mean, that saying you're going to get it, bitch, when she's playing a minor prank.
Minor prank.
Perhaps tells me the demon's not...
Jared, she's not
shit box
digging.
is gross.
She's not digging up corpses.
No.
The prank is of what I would call as collegiate tomfoolery.
Of course. And, you know, he goes from, you're going to get it, bitch, this shitbox is gross, to, ooh, baby. So it tells me that maybe he should be in Pinehurst working on some of these mood swings that are going on.
Yes. But also, I mean, when I need to take a shit, I don't need, like, a duet. I don't require a duet.
No. I require the kind of Japanese style toilet where you can press the button that'll make like bird noises and waterfalls and shit, so no one can hear me. They're going, ooh. I don't need anyone hearing that.
And I can tell you, Jared, after having to do bowel prep for a colonoscopy, I did not need anything to go to the toilet. I can help.
Yeah.
I could go at will.
Of course.
Oh dear. His girlfriend's dead. Demon decides to go back into the shitter.
Yeah, that's not the place I want to be.
No.
I love how it says do not write on the walls, and every other wall's got fucking shit all over it.
Yeah. Oh, Demon. You don't go back inside. Oh, that would have hurt. Like, that is quite nasty. You don't go back in there, mate.
No.
You leap over her body and you fucking run.
Roy also seems to be kind of indiscriminate about who he's killing too. I mean, it's sniffing around Pinehurst.
Yeah, but this guy's got nothing to do with it.
He's got nothing to do with Pinehurst unless he's following Pam and whatever, and then Junior and Ethel aren't really involved. The drift has just happened upon things. Like,
I know. He doesn't need to die.
So Roy's kind of just out there.
He can sit around licking his lips and what have you.
Matt's gone. Matt's never been here anyway. He comes in for fucking half an hour, sits in the office, and then fucks off again.
Matt's one of the loons. I reckon he's just fucking pretending.
Yeah, I think he's in.
They said there was a guy called Matt who ran the place. Oh, that guy. No, he's crazy. So he's gone to look for Tina and Eddie. And where's Gramps? Where's
I don't know,
Gramps at?
Reggie, but Demon's got IBS. That explains why he's on here.
Oh, by the way, did you eat the enchiladas? and Reggie goes, yes.
Yeah.
And she goes, 3, 2, 1. Reggie goes, oh, God.
I've got to give Miguel Nunez credit. That's one of the better kind of skipping to the toilet with
but as I said,
I need to shit.
He talks to his girlfriend. She goes to hand him a joint, and he goes, oh, he actually fucking flinches. He clenches. That's acting. That's called acting. Okay? Whereas the greaser bloke, he didn't even look like he needed to take a shit.
No, he didn't.
At best, he's dropping tweed and farting and then going back to his business.
Yeah.
God, I'd rather eat the fucking dirt.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat the chook shit.
I found a pile of chook shit. It smells more appealing than whatever you're throwing together there.
Stop riding around on the fucking house.
Yeah. And look where we live. I cannot afford this fucking petrol you're wasting at the moment.
Did I see like one of those coming along here, like oh no, is it I thought it was one of those fucking retractable hoses. I was going to say, fuck, these guys aren't in there.
It's like one of the wheels you sharpen your fucking your
blade
on. It's like something Conan would use.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He hurt me.
Insufferable.
Fucking insufferable and having absolutely nothing to do. I mean, also, you wouldn't be able to chop someone's fucking head off like that. You need something bigger, like a Conan sword. I knew you couldn't pass up on my stew.
What's she dumping in there? Cocaine?
Yeah. No, you couldn't pass up on my stew. You just washed your hands.
You washed your hands in the stew.
Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh, God.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Ah.
Again, we better We better do it.
Just showing about driving.
A bit of driving.
Couple of shots of driving.
I reckon they're clearly padding this out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Trying to find an extra couple of minutes.
It just feels like very obvious now that there's a couple of things where it's like, can we just stretch? Can we get another 2-3 minutes out of these these bits here?
You know what? I think Pam would have made for a pretty good heroine if they gave her something to do. Because when the whips are cracking, she's up to it. Like, she gets stuck in. But they don't give her anything to do in advance, so we don't know Pam.
Yeah, well, when it comes to mental health care, she's certainly not up for it.
No. Yeah, when the whips are cracking, when somebody's having a mental health breakdown, she's not
Pam's
interested.
nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, but when there's a psychopathic killer on the loose. So I think Pam would have been all right if you'd have given her something to do. She needed, like Ginny in part 2, how they had it was a short 5 minutes of stuff where she talked, we found out that she was a psych major, and she talked about young Jason.
Yeah, but we know that Pam's not a psych major. Mate. That's been demonstrated. No, but you're right. Like, it's
that was
the difference, right?
5 to 10 minutes of material.
So then here we come back to two characters that we've
never met
no
them.
concept of. They've had a couple of lines each, and now we're going to go into
Trying to get them together.
oh, well, he's got to, we've got to have some of this little bit of work before they get killed. And
Look, I understand you're a young man. You're trying to sort of get a
trying
lady.
to find your way.
You're trying to find your way. You're trying to get a lady. I get that. But you've just seen a person brutally murdered yesterday, and a number of your peers are missing.
Yes.
I think that I'm concerned.
Not the time.
Yeah, now's not the time.
And also, I mean,
Put a pin in it. Maybe
Yeah.
we can come back to it later.
come back to it. But the way she responds, I don't think she's coming back to it.
yeah. She's going past. Yeah. She is. I mean, but again,
doesn't she just kind of start? He kind of
She
drops
laughs.
it out there, and she goes, "It's like, oh shit." That's not what you want to hear. Unless you've told a joke,
Yeah.
that's definitely not what you want to hear.
But the
in
way
response
he
to,
does it,
how about you and me, huh?
I like you too. Just wait till we see. He's like, I like you too. I like you. Then he starts saying, I want you. I want to be on you, or something. I can't remember what he
Maybe,
says.
well, okay, maybe she's right to be
But
laughing.
it's like, fuck, mate. Tone it down. I want to be with you. Sorry. I really do want to be with you.
Come on, settle down, Billy.
I want to be with you. Yeah. I'm telling you now, I want to make love with you. Dude. How old is he?
Yeah, definitely not a response to your answer.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Look.
That's for Cappy's hand.
That's what I say. Righto. That's what I say. Righto.
I can take a hint.
Yeah, righto. I'll go to bed.
Righto. I'll go visit Billy's room and borrow a magazine, and then I'll see you later.
Yeah, we cut back and old mate's in the fucking shower. Screaming
geez.
in a cold shower.
Yeah, Ace Ventura style.
It's and then we've got Violet. This is one of my favourites. To a bit of pseudo echo, I believe.
There's a man with
No
light in his eyes.
It's a large number of these actors.
Yeah, there's a man with no expression in his eyes.
Yeah, there's an actor with no expression on his face. Have a look at the dancing, though. I love it.
I need to talk to you. I've shot my shot once tonight.
I need to talk to you. I want to be with you.
I really want to be with you.
He recycles his stick from downstairs. I want to make love to you. Come on.
Come on. Oh, fuck. All right. I'm leaving.
Yeah, the funny thing. Well, not really funny, but there are fucking idiots out there like that. Honestly, come on. Okay, so what's he shot? He shot. Failed.
Failed. Took
Robin.
it badly. Took it poorly. But, you know, the Roger Federers of the world, you know, the people that they shake it off. You know, you play a bad shot, you're ready to just jump back in on the next one.
Yeah. I've dropped that
Which
game.
he did, but he's shown a little bit of, you know, there was a little bit of self-doubt walking into shot number 2. Hey, Violet.
Violet, what do you reckon? What do you think? I barely know you. Go away. I mean, there's no supervision.
No.
There's no supervision here.
Well, Reggie's being supervised by somebody who is what you would call a patient at Pinehurst. Correct?
Yeah. Well, Reggie's being supervised by someone who's about 3 years older than him. I mean, that's not supervision.
No.
Fuck. It needs to be a minimum of 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
I mean, it's got to be an adult. This
Correct.
girl's not an adult.
No.
Yep, hang on. Yeah, okay. We haven't had our quota.
Is Roger Corman involved in producing this one?
We're at the 55-minute mark. We felt like we needed to pull out some nudity. But hang on, is she? She says sometimes, Robin, you're just so stupid.
It's another character talking to themselves.
Yep, talking to herself, but also saying, you know what?
Second time someone's been talking to themselves without their shirt on in the movie.
Yes. But does that mean that she'd be interested in Joey deep down?
I don't know.
How the fuck does she not realise he's laying next to her? It's fucking beyond me.
Yeah. Again,
He's
just
right
a drop
there.
of blood. Just a drop.
Just a drop. He's right there. He's next to you. You could feel him. Oh, my God. She rolls over. Oh, Joey.
Oh,
shit.
She flinches like demon when the enchiladas hit.
Here we go. Oh, dear, oh, dear. So you didn't know that a stinking corpse was... Yeah. Oh.
It's definitely a single bed too, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah, look, you're correct, Jared. This has been pretty much massacred for the violence side of it. And here's Violet popping and locking fucking 10 years before it actually began. Imagine having to do this. Like, the director's giving you nothing.
You telling me she's not killing in the dance floor?
Of course.
In the 80s?
You know she was probably coked to the eyeballs.
Yeah.
In the club.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pulling the rope. Love it.
Yeah, like we're pulling the rope left and right. So Violet, I reckon Violet's had 2 lines of dialogue.
Yeah, something like that.
In the whole movie. I like the fact she busts straight back into it, though. Like, she's only lightly, gently kind of worried about the thunder going.
Yeah.
But again, look, there is no suspense at all here. He's right behind her. We're sort of trying to build the suspense that he's coming up and all this. It's so poorly done.
You can't hear, of course, Adam, because pseudo echo's too loud.
Oh. I mean, pseudo echo's an earworm. It would have been in there, no doubt. Now, again, there were major cuts to her death, if I remember correctly. Supposedly she was cut in half, like down the middle, kind of Terrifier style.
Mm.
And maybe like the bloke in part 3. He's doing handstands, walking around on his fucking hands.
Yeah, for no other reason other than to get an axe in the groin area.
So the only person still left is Reggie.
Who, again, has had... Because there's so many people and so many people to kill.
Yeah.
He's had very little to do.
But this is one of the...
he's established a relationship with Tommy because he fucking ducked into his room for 2 minutes and spoke to him about his masks. That's about it. And went on a trip with him to see Demon.
Well, one of the issues here is this could have worked as a mystery if you didn't just basically point out that Roy did it like 2 seconds into the fucking movie. Do Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if Roy was just a throwaway character you barely saw. No one even spoke to him. He was just a guy who turned up.
Yep.
You could have at least played the card of it's kind of a mystery. Is Tommy doing this? Is Matt doing it? Is Pam in on it?
Matt's doing nothing.
Matt's
gone. Matt's not here, man.
Is the guy had like 10-second sex? Is it him? Because he's got blue balls.
Oh God.
I mean, you could have actually established something there.
Yeah.
The cop is it the sheriff? You would have had this. You could have had the sheriff. You could have had Ethel. You could have had fucking Junior.
Ethel.
You used a shitload of them. But the problem is, you need all those characters just so you can try and kill them.
Yeah, of course.
Reggie, get up. Now that's clearly not Roy, is it? Clearly not Roy.
Well, aren't we?
We're led to believe he's wearing a massive suit.
Yeah, and like a
prosthetic head.
Like a latex head or something.
Oh, look, I've worn one of them latex Halloween masks at a Halloween one year. Fuck, Jared.
It
smelled like fucking diggers for starters.
And he's wearing it in the, like, if it starts, you get a little bit of water in there from the rain here.
They think, you can't get it off. God.
I've got a Freddy one that's a very thick latex. 5 to 10 minutes tops. No, I need a breather.
Yeah, definitely. There's no, Jared, there's absolutely no plan. You run out the door, you don't even leg it down the road.
No.
Like, to me, that's where you go, don't you?
Yeah.
You leg it down the road.
That. And whose barn do we end up at?
Theirs. It's on the property. How did he get there?
Yeah, it looked like Roy was in shape.
Yeah, Roy moves pretty well. I drag that guy out and I take the ambulance.
Yeah, if the keys are in it.
The keys are in it, yeah. Yes. See, the ambulance guy we kill, like basically there's just there's way too many kills.
Yeah. Which
is the wrong thing to say about a Friday.
Yeah.
Like, you want more kills. That's what the problem was. That's why these things were happening like this.
Because I mean, if you're going to do them, you do a couple at a time. Like, you can kind of work with the times and figure that sort of stuff out. But it's just like, it just kind of, it feels like it impacts any of the other characters more in this one.
Yeah.
Like the
because
time
there's so many of them that it's just impossible.
Yeah.
There's too many people. There's fucking...
There you go. There's Matt. He's been there since last week, but no one noticed because he never does anything around this fucking place anyway.
He's had a fucking thing ran through his skull, but no one would know.
No one knew. He just thought he was in his office.
Yeah. But he should have been killed in his office.
Where the fuck's Grandpa? And why? Can you please explain to me, Adam, why she's decided to turn up to work on a rainy day in a white shirt with no undergarments?
I know. Well, it's a Friday the 13th movie.
It's a Friday the 13th movie directed by Danny Simon.
Okay, so there's Gramps.
Yeah,
Gramps has been thrown through the window and no eyes. Classic. This sort of grabbed a few of the old staples, didn't it?
Yeah.
Someone getting chucked through the window, the cat jumping out, like all the classic Friday kind of bullshit that...
Yeah, it certainly hits a few of those.
It's sort of like, not a greatest hits, but it's kind of a badly made...
It's just trying to tick boxes here.
Yes. It's a badly made kind of... Well, the problem with this one is you had part 4 as the final chapter. This was trying to reboot the series.
Yeah.
But it's doing it in such a haphazard way.
Yeah.
Like, if you'd have done part 6 as part 5, I think you would have... Friday would have had a bit more legs. because 6 is the immediately after. Jason is still, Jason hasn't disappeared for a film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think 6 would have worked better as part 5. Probably made a lot more money too. Reggie's got more balls than everyone else. I mean, that
Tell
guy...
you what, Reggie was coming for a while too, and Roy seems to be able to teleport, but he can't fucking move left or right.
What I like is he doesn't suddenly go, oh shit, and drive out of the way.
He kind of
like a normal human being.
He kind of sits there and holds his hand up like he can't see through the light, but you can hear the big.
Well, I know it's a fucking bulldozer. Straight at me,
left or right, Roy.
Yeah. Because Roy's human.
Both options are open to you.
Roy's human. He's not
human.
Jason, so he should be able to go, oh shit, I better get out of the way of this thing.
Correct.
And you go into the bushes. So this is on the property. Is that right?
Well, it seems so.
This is on the property.
We haven't seen it before, have we?
No, we haven't seen it, but that obviously he came out of the...
Yeah, and what the fuck is Tommy up to? He's disappeared from the movie.
Yeah. Tommy leaves after beating the shit out of Junior, and then never returns until now. Yeah, it's their barn. This is also a little bit underwhelming, the final kind of battle.
Yep.
It could have been better. I do like the idea of the chainsaw and that.
Mm.
How she comes at him with a chainsaw. And he fights her off with the machete and all that. That stuff is kind of all right. There's also something about this Jason. It's not. I don't know. He's a bit like Richard Brooker, that sort of slow, ambling.
Yeah.
Stuff that you certainly don't like.
Well, I'm not. I seem to be in the minority, but because Richard Brooker is quite fondly remembered as a Jason, but I just that his work in 3 just never really connected for me.
It never connected with
Never connected with me.
This guy seems to have a similar take.
I think it was Brandon that when we were talking to Brandon about it, he sort of mentioned he looks like he doesn't know what to do with his arms and his hands. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much nailed exactly what you see in certain scenes.
Yeah, this guy feels a little bit like Richard Brooker. He's moving around sort of lethargically.
Now, this is mostly Tom Morga, right?
Yeah. I mean, surely you can cut him with that. It's only
Roy. Fuck.
But it's also a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah.
You would get that through. God, it'd do more than that. It'd chop his fucking arm off, wouldn't it? You'd reckon?
Do a bit of damage for sure.
Yeah, this would have been cool though if she'd have chopped him up with that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like they feel. So this is one of the other problems with this one is that you feel.
Get your battery operated, Jason.
Yeah, you're like, fuck! I didn't charge the batteries.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Just give me 25 minutes to get a light charge.
Hold it there. I'm putting it back on the charger. No, they feel like they throw Tommy out of the film, and then they bring him back to just do one thing.
Yeah. So Tommy has done fuck all in the whole movie.
Yeah, nothing.
He's hallucinated about Jason, and then turns up to fight Jason.
But he doesn't even fight him. All he does is cut his hand. The rest of it's done by Pam, I think. She throws a hay bale at someone. And again, Tommy just kind of stands there. He looks. It's hard to actually critique John Shepard's performance because there isn't much. There's no real performance. He doesn't do much.
No.
The only time he kind of finds a bit of performance is where he's in there and he's sweating and he sees Jason in the mirror and that and he gets angry. And
after he's had a couple of dodgy enchiladas. Getting us wet up.
He recently ate from a roadside fucking vendor known as Demon. Was Demon supposed to be in a band? Is that what he says?
You get the sense that it's something like that, right? Or that he's definitely living out of his van.
He's living out of his van. I think it was, the insinuation was that he was in a band. Oh, right in the fucking thigh.
Right in the thigh. I mean,
it's only
almost close enough to nick a testy somewhere there.
Isn't that known as the fucking femoral artery?
Femoral artery.
I think his old mate would be a bit more strife than being able to pull that out.
And continue on.
Yeah. As they say, don't pull it out. Wrap it so it's still in there. Tommy, get your shit together. I mean, this guy, he is weighing us down.
Tommy, you were able to lift somebody and body slam them quite comfortably. I'm sure you can climb a ladder.
I mean, I know he's been cut across the chest.
Use your legs. Legs. Just latch on with your hands and push up with your legs.
Maybe he doesn't do leg day.
Maybe he's giving leg day, maybe.
He's giving leg day, because I know I am. I have been for fucking 25 years.
Yeah. I've skipped the gym altogether for the last 30 or so.
Tommy, he's got a cut on his chest, Jared. So are you cutting him any slack for that?
Who, Tommy?
Tommy.
No.
No.
Adrenaline.
You still climb a ladder with your fucking...
Fight or flight, motherfucker.
You can still climb a ladder with your
You're in the fight of your life.
Cut out.
And by the looks of the way you reacted to the cut, it's light.
Yeah, I know. It's a minor cut. But
I mean, old mate that's chasing you, as you said, he's bleeding out.
I know. No, but Tommy's, you need your pecs to pull up with. Like, you know,
not cutting slack.
Yeah.
Still, hands like hooks and just push up with your legs. I'm not cutting him any slack.
Oh, Reggie!
Come on, Reggie. This is why we didn't want you around this joint.
You had one job. That was to hide. What are you doing there?
Come on, Reggie.
None of this makes any sense, does it? There's no kind of like...
Reggie's not laying a trap?
I think that's what they're doing, but it's a piss poor trap.
It's a piss poor trap, yeah. It's a fucking silly idea. It's one of those plans you lay out, then immediately as you start this plan, you say, I fucked this one up.
Yeah, I fucked this one up.
I need a better idea.
Oh, we quickly see that that's down there, and Pam might land on it.
And now he can move left and right.
Yeah.
Not when the fucking tractor was coming.
He can move laterally now.
I mean, he's playing defense like fucking... Oh, there you go. He's playing like classic man-to-man D there.
He's down low, shuffling.
In stance, side to side.
Brilliant. How did he know they wouldn't they have seen it? Oh, fuck. No, that's right. They wouldn't have. We're going for a late scare here. Roy. Stupid. Where did he manage to catch on to? So he was hidden.
He managed to sort of spin in the air, turn his whole body around and grab. Because he went out front forward, didn't he?
He did. Get off your ass, Tommy.
Yeah, help us here, mate.
But it's not even like this is cathartic for him or something.
Well, it seems like it's supposed to be, but it just doesn't play out like that. Oh, my latex head.
Oh, God. And then we realise it's Roy. And everyone goes, who? You're talking to me?
You're talking to me, Sheriff? No, we're just talking about you, Roy.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What, are you a psychotic or what?
But the funny thing too is I recall seeing that and still looking at it going, who was that? I couldn't tell it was who it was because of the rain and his face is kind of squashed up.
You were like, what?
Who? This is my favourite part though. Doesn't this contain... oh no, it's not this one.
Oh, is this the one where they show the pictures?
Yeah,
this is it.
Oh no, it is. Yeah. We've got close-up action shots of Jason. Somebody somewhere that we never saw in the movies managed to snap a couple of well-lit action pics of
Jason. I think it's in this one, isn't it? Because in 4 they also pull out a large number of newspaper clippings. Everyone likes to keep the newspaper clippings about the psychotic murderer running around town. And just the way, like, once he's explained why Roy did it, it's just like you can't help but laugh. And just go, what?
Yeah.
Like, why are we doing this? It just sounds ludicrous. Like, it just sounds fucking so silly.
We found this on Roy.
I found this on Roy. Picture of
Picture
himself.
of himself in his wallet. Just in case I meet someone nice and I have to leave them with a picture of myself.
This is me.
Yeah. Roy was a real loner. He had pictures of himself in his wallet.
Yeah, he never talks much, not even to the other paramedics. Well, would you talk to that fucking scumbag he was working with?
Yeah, no.
God. I'd be steering clear of him.
Never spoke to anyone at the Unger Institute.
No, why would you?
Yeah, he saw that Joey was hacked to pieces. Well, everyone saw that.
Yeah,
everyone at Pinehurst, everyone
Hey,
was
come here and have a look.
walking past.
Oh, the drifter. Get the drifter over there. He hasn't had a look. He hasn't seen it. Here we go.
This is it, the clipping. Somebody's got a mugshot of Jason.
Vascular Slade. Jason Voorhees Slade.
And so that is also at the time when you can't just snap a quick pic with a mobile phone.
No, it would have been like a...
You're rolling the film onto that fucker.
Yeah. It's one of those ones, the disposables.
Yeah.
Hey, hold still.
Jason, stop there.
Stop there. Gotcha. This kind of... I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to go with a kind of a twist ending or ending
like
that Jason...
the Halloween 4 ending, right?
Yeah.
Like it's... And I don't hate it, but it's just on the back of...
A lot of shit that I didn't like.
So you're kind of not in any mood to take it anyway. Not in a mood to take it any other way than get off my screen now.
I don't hate it, but yet I don't like it.
Correct.
Is that what it is?
Pretty much.
It's stupid and kind of... It just does exactly what the other Fridays had done. That sort of twist ending kind of...
For the sake of it.
For the sake of it, yeah. Whereas it would have been better if Tommy was gone. Like she comes in and Tommy's gone.
Yeah.
We didn't need this, like this whole... It's a dream. I mean, fuck, I've never seen so many dreams and visions in one movie. I don't know what they were trying to go for. Like, they're going for classic slasher tinged with some sort of, I don't know, struggling with demons type of thing in your head. Like,
struggling with demons. Demon was the only one struggling with demons. Demon was exercising a demon. Yeah, but there's no time to do any of that, and you've given the character no dialogue to fucking.
Demon was struggling with something, Jared, and it was a case of food poisoning. Yeah. Okay. Now, Demon,
judging by the laundry list of items that he mentioned he had in his,
he could have got that anywhere.
Food poisoning on top of food poisoning. He had like a double dose, I think.
Enchiladas followed by fucking cheese and sausage pizza. That have both been sitting in a van all day.
I mean, the most unbelievable thing about the film is that he shows an expression of relief so quickly after. I mean, his guts would have still been in knots for 2 days after that.
And look, that was the calm before the actual storm. He's just underway.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, and that toilet probably wouldn't have flushed properly. Fucking hell, he'd have been sitting on that for a while.
Yeah, he was lucky when I think the relief on his face was when he saw that there was a roll in there. Because I would have been adamant that wouldn't have had a roll.
Do you think he brought his own roll?
I dare say he did not. He would have had a few napkins from local takeaway restaurants that he could probably repurpose if required. But that would have required his girlfriend in the car to bring them to him, the one that he's recently been telling, you're going to get it, bitch.
You bitch.
So I'd be saying, well, let's just see about that, huh?
Yeah, what? You could drive around with a fucking dirty ass for the rest of the day.
Figure that out.
All right, down to the end here. Fuck. This is a very slim...
They came to the doctors and they said to Pam, everything looks fine except your nipples look swollen. Yeah. Other than that, everything looks fine.
Well, clearly I wasn't wearing Band-Aids over them. This is the other thing though, Jared. They're coming to Pam and saying, Pam, Tommy's still recuperating. She's like, I don't even know the guy.
Tommy who?
Yeah. Who the fuck's Tommy?
One of your patients. What? Yes, that's right. Sorry.
I do work in a fucking hospital. Yeah, Tommy comes out at the end behind her. We're supposed to believe that Tommy's probably going to take up the mantle. Rubbish. That is the end of Friday the 13th Part 5. Jared, did it bounce back?
No, not really. Like, it's in that pocket of, I still think it's probably the worst one.
It's so bad it's good.
But I get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's things that I do laugh at. There's things that, even some of the stuff that we were picking on there, it's fun to go back and have a look at. So.
Exactly. So it's still absolute and utter crap, but it's enjoyable crap.
Okay.
It's enjoyable crap.
Slash junk? Probably a tier under slash
a crud for sure. Slash a crud. But that was the commentary for Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Keep an eye on the Facebook page for whatever we cover. We've still got a couple to handle over the Christmas period, so keep your eyes out for those. But until then, take it easy, everyone, and we'll catch you all later. Cheers. Find the podcast at Podomatic or on iTunes. Don't forget to rate and review. Like us on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia, or contact us at thrillme, all one word, all lowercase, at iinet.net.au.